Hello and welcome to the channel. Let's get into the story. We are talking more on the entertainment side and we're looking at how you know him from back then. It would be reason for you. He came in swinging at the Piano Pulse podcast there by Gigi's platform, where he came to defend his girlfriend after being called a downgrade. And let's take a look at the responses around this. People are commending Utahi for standing on business, while Umonaka was hiding her face in shame. And we saw Usifiso for the first time being humble. What was the context of all of this? Let's take a look at this one further. Please give this video a thumbs up in support of this channel and let's continue.
Nizawuyeka ukuvula ama-podcast nikhulume nje umbedo. Love. Now you guys know how between Usifiso and Utahi, Bentayabo sometimes gets a bit too personal in the way that they speak about people, and so Usizo was just like, I'm not gonna have that. So I clearly produced him to Melege location Uguti where they're gonna be shooting, because they don't often shoot in the same place. Reason Usizo pulls up and it gets hella awkward because he's just like, okay, can we circle back to the episode that you guys spoke about my girlfriend saying that she was a downgrade from my ex?
With this girl, with Gigi Lamaine. Who did he downgrade from?
Gigi Lamaine?
What? Oh! LootLove. What?
So he downgraded
From LootLove.
Bro, what? A few moments later.
Get the fuck out of here. Don't justify that shit, dog. That shit was foul. That shit was wrong. And on another day, niggas die for shit like that. I could have tested your jaw right now because you tried to justify this shit.
Khona amadoda baphuma endlini already bafaka umoya ukuthi hamba batshela baby, and indoda mayifika lapho uyezwa man nawe mawumamile kahle ukuthi la kukhuluma umfazi la akukhuluma indoda, kodwa yabona le yenziwe uSizwe ayibona le yenziwe uSizwe bafethu. Indoda lesuku ayikuthi isukumela umfazi wayo, but isukumela abafazi besizwe. Yona le yenzo Sizwe ku Piano Pulse lapha ku Gigi. Bafethu, that was a man, and that was a man having a conversation with other men. Into angichaza ngayo ukuthi akamfakanga kakhulu mnaka because uyintombazane and uSizwe is there to stand up for them. That's why naye yangakhonanga kuyingena kakhulu because of uyezwa ukuthi kahle kahle le ndoda isimele thina siyisizwe sabantu abawomama. So le yenzo uSizwe lapha bafethu. Bafethu. Indoda le, insizwa le.
Well, guys, Reason went in there doing what people have been calling for in terms of podcasts in general, not just the Gigi podcast, but in general, that they should be subjected to the BCCSA, that is the Broadcasting Complaints Commission of South Africa, where people will have to abide by, formal laws and regulations when it comes to communication and broadcasting, because the things that people are just going on and saying in podcasts are quite dangerous, sometimes demeaning, sometimes derogatory, sometimes racist, sometimes kuningi that could possibly go wrong under the disguise of free speech. Now, Reason said, not in my name. Let's take it into review. So the podcast is on the platform Podcast and Chill Network. So when you hear that, you're already expecting Zizo Kala, right? And then the trio that hosts Piano Pulse is Tahile Dwaba, who is a TikToker and who is the most unwanted of them all because he's a very outspoken individual. And you get Umunaka Motambi, who is a socialite, a influencer, and a podcaster, because she does host other podcasts. That is Umunaka, the lady. And then you get Usfiso Ndlovu. So Usfiso is also an artist, manager, a songwriter, and he then joined the platform as a podcaster to bring his opinion on Piano Pulse. But the aim of Piano Pulse was to promote piano music and to provide a fresh perspective on all the things relating to piano, the fashion, the the new music, the vibes, the producers, and even challenges that piano artists may face that they may not be able to vocalize. Okay guys, let's take a look at what was Sizwe really going on about, and also the sentiments around his move. Now let's start with Sizwe, which is reason, depending on which era you know him from. We'll just call him Sizwe for simplicity, guys. So Sizwe rocked up on the Piano Pulse set. So Sizwe was touched very much. They said a lot of things about him, by the way, but he was particularly touched by the part of his relationship. So that's where they are saying that there's a stove, a civil 6 involved here. There is a tight relationship that is being protected. Is that wrong? No, it is definitely not. You have every right to protect or even correct things that you feel are a misrepresentation of your view, and that is exactly what Sizwe did. So all of these people were like they saw a ghost when Sizwe walked in. But Tutahi, he could not resist, being the tough guy, and he gave Sizwe a good challenge on screen. But Sizwe stood his ground, telling them, get my name out of your mouth, and telling them that they have no right to impose their standard on him. But what is good that he did, I think Gigi is celebrating where she is. He went and declared his love for his girlfriend. And he then challenged the notion that she is a downgrade by saying that she is a boss, that she has 4 companies and is employing over 300 employees. She is putting bread on tables, whereas ex lo uktiwa uyena oyi or on a bigger level, she is employed by bosses. So he was challenging what exactly is your spec for up or downgrade, because from his point of view, he chose a lady that he loves and he is not participating in any grading system or any competition. So basically, you watch the videos. I won't ramble on that one. But so it was sort of a protection and a diss to Luthando, but promoting his current girlfriend. Yeah, he made it official. So now you get Usfiso coming in eventually, saying that after he has found his voice, he then says that he's sorry, and this is because he actually knows Sizwe personally, unlike the other host Utahi and Umunaka, who know Sizwe as a celebrity and the artist. He knows him and they have been in the same spaces. So it was really a bad look on his side. So he then goes on and apologizes and says that some of the things were taken out of context and that they had agreed to remove the whole conversation, but production decided to keep it. So there goes Ududu going for the numbers. So there she is manufacturing the drama there by Podcast and Chill Network. Now, of course, the calls to have podcasts regulated is a genuine one, because they have to be responsible with the platforms that they have. And it's not just the Piano Pulse. There are other podcasts that say really unfounded claims, and those could be dangerous to the people that they impact, Let me know what your sentiments are down below. Please give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you on the next video.